Sweetie swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, and I'm bringing you guys another top 5 video, and this time I'm bringing you guys the top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon that I believe should get evolutions or pre-evolutions in Pokemon X and Y. Now keep in mind that this list is fully opinionated, so you are in no obligation to agree with my opinion, but as long as you respect my opinion, then I will respect yours. And if you do not agree with my opinion, please feel free to leave your own top 5 in the comment section below. But now let's go ahead and jump into this list. So the Pokemon who hits number 5 on my list is Pachirisu, and Pachirisu is on my list because I feel that Pachirisu is kind of like another Pikachu, more or less. I mean, Pachirisu's speed is not super fast, but it's not super slow. It's basically in the middle, it's average. His average speed, I mean, it does cap over 400 in base stat total. Honestly, fuck the stats, I really don't care. I just want Pachirisu to evolve. This thing, it's like a little squirrel, and it could have definitely milked some kind of evolution out of this thing, like maybe some sort of like two-tailed beastly squirrel thing or something. I don't know, but they could have made definitely made a Pikachu out of this thing, you know, evolving with a Thunderstone or something. That would have been pretty cool to see in Gen 4, but they didn't do it. Pachirisu is just a random standalone Pokemon. I mean, this thing is really random, and I hardly ever see anyone even use this thing. So I don't know, I feel like it would get a little bit more use if it got some type of evolution. So the Pokemon who hits number 4 on my list is Chatot, and I've always found Chatot to be kind of cool in the sense of its move Chatter, and you know, like, I think you speak into the DS or something. I don't know, it was some weird gimmick thing with Chatot. And I mean, I also kind of treat Chatot as like a Gen 4 Farfetch'd. But the thing is though, is that Chatot is a little bit stronger than Farfetch'd. But I mean, really in all honesty, they could have definitely made this Pokemon a lot better. I mean, it's just a really cool concept that they let go to waste. And I mean, that's how I really feel about Chatot. They let Chatot go to waste because Chatot had a really cool concept behind it, and then, you know, after Gen 4, it's just, you know, Chatot just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So I mean, I want them to kind of milk this Chatot a little bit more, you know, let it evolve, make some kind of, I don't know, singing bird thing, gigantic mumbo jumbo, I don't know, just evolve, Chatot, please. So the Pokemon that I chose for my number 3 is Carnivine, and I feel that Carnivine, being a plant, should get a pre-evolution of some type of seed like Pokemon or something, you know, like sort of like Badoo and Roselia. You know, Roselia got Badoo in Gen 4, so you know, why doesn't Carnivine have a pre-evolution as well? You know, I mean, it is like a plant. I mean, it's a Venus flytrap, yeah, but I mean, it's still a plant, so you know, it would make sense for it to be some kind of like seed like Pokemon. But I would also like to see it evolve because Carnivine has a little bit more room for an evolution. Just, you know, just a little bit more room for evolution. But I think I would rather see a pre-evolution than an evolution, but I really would not mind seeing the evolution of Carnivine. I've always been attached to Carnivine. Ever since James had one in the anime, I've always been attached, and I mean, yeah, I don't use Carnivine, but I like Carnivine. I like the concept behind Carnivine because I've always loved Venus flytraps, and I just feel that, you know, Carnivine could become, you know, a beastlier Venus flytrap, possibly get some sort of second typing as well. Who knows? So the Pokemon who hits number 2 on my list is Spiritomb, and before we begin, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh my gosh, Spiritomb, no, it doesn't have a weakness. It's super duper strong. Didn't you ever battle Cynthia's? Cynthia's Spiritomb is super duper strong. Oh my gosh, she has no weakness. It's super strong. It doesn't need an evolution. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about Spiritomb. Well, first of all, it has been rumored, quote unquote, rumored, that fairy type will be strong against dark types. So if fairy is strong against dark and then neutral against ghost, that would mean that Spiritomb would have a weakness. Therefore, your argument of it doesn't have a weakness will be null and void. Second thing, Spiritomb is not invincible. You can definitely take down Spiritomb. They have moves where you can get rid of his ghost typing and hit it with a fighting type move, and it will be super effective. No one uses those moves, but those moves do exist. So boom, there you go. Now, why do I want Spiritomb to evolve? Well, I just think the concept of it being behind the keystone thing is, you know, it's a good idea, but it should be able to break free from that keystone. I know King Nappy was talking about this, and he was talking about how, you know, Spiritomb should be able to, you know, break free from that rock and, you know, be like a floating spirit type thing. And I think that would be a really, really cool concept for Spiritomb, because I mean, Spiritomb is strong, don't get me wrong, but you know, just that in general, just the fact that, you know, it could be able to break free from the little rock, the odd keystone that is locked in, and, you know, be a floating spirit, that will be a really cool concept, a really cool idea. And Game Freak should just definitely take, you know, just take that idea and just make it real and make it happen like right now. And so we finally make it to my #1 pick, and my #1 pick is Combee, but not just any Combee, male Combee, because male Combees do not evolve. Only female Combees evolve into Vespiquen, and I mean, that makes sense because, you know, Vespiquen is supposed to be Queen Bee. But how come the male Combees don't evolve? How come they can't be like soldier bees or something? You know, make a evolution where male Combee turn into like a soldier type Pokemon or something like that to work for Vespiquen. You know, that will make a lot more sense. You know, and I just kind of find it a little bit unfair that, you know, they even made a male Combee if they're not even going to give it an evolution, because Combee is garbage. So, you know, Combee is garbage. I said it. Yeah, Combee is garbage. And so, you know, male Combee, if you see a male Combee, nobody is going to want to use a male Combee. Honestly, like, if I was going to go catch a Combee, I would catch a female so I can get Vespiquen. I would not even touch a male Combee ever. So, I mean, it would just make a lot more sense, and it would be more fair if male Combee evolved into some kind of soldier bee to work for, you know, Vespiquen. That would make a lot more sense to me. So that's why I want male Combees to evolve. And that is my top 5 Sinnoh Pokemon that I would like to see evolve or get pre-evolutions in Pokemon X and Y. And hey, if you do not agree with my list, leave your own list in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like as well. And stay tuned for the Unova list, and I will check you guys out later. Peace.